Yes guys, Max here, back again with a brand new video, and yes, I'm still in a different setup because I have not returned to England just yet. Still a few videos I'm going to be filming whilst I'm out here in Spain, but I do return next week and the videos will be more consistent than ever. Today I wanted to get a bit of FIFA content, well, not FIFA anymore, it's now known as EAFC 24, so I wanted to get a bit of that content on the channel. And today I'm going to be going through every single Premier League club and telling you who I think will be their highest rated player on the new game. Up first in alphabetical order is Arsenal, and there's only one man for me, it's Bukayo Saka. I've given him an 86 rated card. I mean, there's a few out there because Ødegaard could possibly get it. Martinelli could have a massive upgrade, but I don't think anyone will be higher than Saka. Maybe Ødegaard will be joined with Saka, both at an 86. But for me, I personally believe Bukayo Saka will be 86 rated. And what do you think of this card design? It's a bit different, isn't it? Aston Villa, I've gone for the World Cup winner, Emiliano Martinez, the goalkeeper. I've given him an upgrade from his card on the last FIFA game. He's gone up 1. I've given him an 85 rated card. Looks pretty good. Surely he gets an upgrade because obviously he was an integral part in the Argentina team that won the World Cup. Again, there's not many options. Maybe some of the new signings like Tielemans or Pau Torres. But personally, I believe Emi Martinez will be the higher rated player. For Bournemouth, I have selected Neto as their highest rated player. I think he will stay at around an 81 and 80 rated card. I'll give him an 80 because I think he will go down. He's aging on a bit. He was okay last season for Bournemouth. Of course, he's the new captain of Bournemouth, I believe. So personally, I think he will be the highest rated player. For Brentford, I've selected Ben Mee as their highest rated player. I think he did really well last season. He played 37 out of 38 Premier League games for Brentford last year. Brilliant free signing from Burnley. And yeah, I think he's going to go up a few ratings. 80 rated card. I think that'll be a decent little starter card maybe. Well, I say starter, you're only probably going to play him for Div 10. For Brighton, I've selected Estupiñán. There wasn't a lot of options. Caicedo and McAllister have obviously left the club, so that doesn't leave a lot of options. Lewis Dunk I had in mind, but I think Estupiñán will be Brighton's highest rated player this year. Only an 81. For a team in Europe, it's not amazing for that to be their highest rated player, but Estupiñán, good card. I've given him 83 pace. I think a very good starter left back. He will probably be in a lot of starter teams as well right at the start of the game, maybe even further on into the game cycle, but yeah, I think, do you agree with that one? I think there's not a lot of options for Brighton. I think Estupiñán is probably the best option. For Burnley, I've selected Josh Brownhill at a 78 rated card. It's one of them. He did really well in the Championship. He didn't start, actually, against Man City on Friday last weekend, which I was a bit shocked about because I thought he was their best player last year. Again, with Burnley, they've not really signed a lot of standout players. They're all players, you know, that are going to be low-rated golds, high-rated silvers, so I think Brownhill will be the highest rated player for Burnley. For Chelsea, I've gone with their new signing, Christopher Nkunku, at an 87 rated. I do think he'll go up. I believe in FIFA 23 he was an 86 rated, so I do think winning the Bundesliga Golden Boot, I think he will go up by at least 1 rating. Of course, we're yet to see him playing a Chelsea shirt this season because he is out for a few months with an injury. Let me know how you think he will get on at Chelsea. I don't know. I think he will be good because he can play anywhere across the front line, but I thought that was going to be the case with João Felix when they brought him in last January, and that wasn't the case. Do you think Nkunku will flop at Chelsea or not? Put it down in the comments. I think he'll be alright, but we'll see. In terms of his FIFA card, that is a joke. I think that would be worth, what, 300, 400k at the start of the game. For Crystal Palace, I've gone for Eberechi Eze. No Wilfred Zaha, no Michael Olise. It leaves me one choice. Eberechi Eze will be Palace's highest rated player. Maybe Mark Guehi, maybe Joachim Andersen, the two centre-halves, but Eberechi Eze is a joy to watch, and I think his FIFA card will match that too. For Everton, I've gone for Jordan Pickford. I believe he was their highest rated player last year as well. Although I think he will be 81 rated this year. I think he didn't have a great season last year, but again with Everton, like a few other clubs, there's not really that sort of standout player that screams high rated. And I think Pickford being England's number 1, being Everton's number 1, just signing a new deal, I think he will still be Everton's highest rated card on the new game. Fulham, I've gone with a bit of an upgrade on João Palhinha. I think he will be Fulham's highest rated card this year at an 83 rated. I've given him a +2 on his overall card. I think this card will be a very good card at the start of the game for your Premier League teams, your Portuguese teams, whatever you want to do. Brute of a defensive midfielder. I think he even got a team of the season card on FIFA last year, so he deserves this upgrade and he deserves to be Fulham's highest rated player. For Liverpool, I've gone with Mohamed Salah at a 90 rated card. I believe it's the exact same as what he is in FIFA 23. Again, a mental card, as you can see by the stats, the pace, the shooting, the passing, the dribbling. It's an unbelievable card. You're going to need at least probably, what, 700 to 1 million coins to get this card near the start of the game. For Luton Town, it's another one I've really struggled on because you don't really know, because the new boys to the Premier League, we don't really know who was good. I didn't watch loads of the Championship last season, but what I gathered is that Marvelous Nakamba was a brilliant signing. I think he joined in January from Aston Villa on loan. He has now signed permanently for the club. And I think at a 76 rated rare card, he'll be a bit of a beast in the midfield. For Manchester City, it can only be one man. It is Erling Haaland, and I've given him a massive upgrade. I think he was 88 in FIFA 23. I've given him this 91 rated card. I think the Ronaldo Messi era on FIFA and probably in real life is sort of drifted away now that they're now in the lower league. So I think Haaland and Mbappe, this little rivalry, I think these two will be the cards that everyone wants at the start of the game and everyone wants throughout the game. I think this Erling Haaland card will be around 1.4 million coins, 1.5 mil. I think it's a joke of a card. Scoring so many goals in the Premier League last year, Erling Haaland, he deserves this massive upgrade and he deserves to be the highest rated player in the Premier League this season. For Manchester United, I've gone for a +1 on Casemiro. I do believe he will be United's highest rated player this FIFA. Just realised I just said FIFA again. I can't get it out of my head. It's going to take a lot of getting used to, I'm telling you that. But yeah, Casemiro, I think he deserves this upgrade. 89 last year, 90 on this one. A few minor stat improvements, but overall, just a decent, solid card. His pace lets him down a little bit, but for Newcastle, now they are in the Champions League, I think they deserve this upgrade on this specific player, their captain, Kieran Trippier. I've given him an 86 rated card. I do believe he deserves it, and I do believe that is what will happen. Whether he's an 85 and 86, I do think Trippier will be Newcastle's highest rated player. There's a few others sort of drifting around. Sandro Tonali, the new signing, Bruno Guimaraes. There's a lot of players that could have easily been in that category. But I went for Kieran Trippier, the assist merchant on the right-hand side, taking the set pieces for Newcastle. He deserves this upgrade. Again, another one I struggled on is Nottingham Forest. I went for Taiwo Awoniyi, the striker, the Nigerian striker who seems to score a lot of goals. Every time I watch Nottingham Forest, he seems to be putting the ball in the back of the net on a frequent basis, and I think he deserves this upgrade. Would be a monster of a card at the start of the game, and I look forward to using it, hopefully. EA can do us a massive favour and put this card in the game. Go on, you know, the exact card I've got on the screen, put it in the game. For Sheffield United, I've gone for their Bosnian defender, the Rapid Ahmedžić. Is that how you say it? I'm not really sure. I don't really know how to say his name. But look at this for a card. If you're talking about starter centre-backs for the start of the game, if you're making a Premier League team, you've got to get this guy in it. 83 pace. When I've seen him play in the Championship, he looks rapid, he looks the real deal. I think he will be Sheffield United's best player this year, and overall, giving him the highest rated card on the new game. For Tottenham, with no Harry Kane, I have gone for Heung-min Son. I do think he will be the highest rated player at the club, and with this card, again, another meta player on the new game, surely. The pace, the shooting, the dribbling, I think Son's always a very good player on FIFA. I've given him a -2 though. I believe he was 89 rated on the last FIFA game. On this new EAFC game, I've given him an 87 rated card. He didn't perform to the levels we wanted to see last season, so I think he definitely deserves a downgrade. But again, Tottenham, a lot of players will be getting downgraded, so I still think he will be the outright highest rated player. For West Ham, I've gone with their hero in Europe last season, Jarrod Bowen. I've given him a solid 82 rated card. I do think he deserves it. Maybe could even be a board. You never know. He could be an 83 rated player, but I think 82 is the best I can give him for now. Again, Lucas Paqueta could also be 82, 83 rated, but I think he might be off to Manchester City very soon. So I've gone for the basis of a player who's definitely going to be there next season for West Ham, and Jarrod Bowen is that man. And finally, with Wolves, I've gone for Matheus Nunes at 81 rated. I think he was unbelievable against Manchester United the other night. I was getting a bit worried as a United fan watching Matheus Nunes on the ball. He was running through our midfield like they were non-existent. I've not just based this rating off that performance though. I think he is Wolves' best player. With no Ruben Neves, I mean, it was a toss-up between him and Jose Sa, but I have gone with Matheus Nunes. I do think he is Wolves' best player, and hopefully their highest rated player, because with that card, again, maybe could cost a bit of moolah at the start of the game. That wraps it up. I've gone through every single club and given you their highest rated player. Well, I predicted their highest rated player for the new EAFC game. If you want to see me do this for specific clubs, I was thinking of doing a Manchester United one where I go through all of United's players and give them a predictive rating for the new game. I don't really know when the actual ratings come out, so I want to try and get a lot of this, you know, rating predictions out before the officially released the ratings. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.